What is up, guys? Wraec is here with new video, and today we are on the main account. Just going to do some stuff. I want to show you some things, announce some things that will be interesting, I think. So first of all, I will get a new microphone. I'm pretty hyped about that, actually. You still hear me through one of the first microphones I got for YouTube. Pretty much got it at the start of me making YouTube videos with sound. The OGs on this channel might just know me from my first YouTube videos that I uploaded. If you scroll right down, they're still available. So just some gameplay without like any commenting under there. And this was like my start into YouTube. If you don't know about this, this was like my start into YouTube. I started into YouTube by basically just uploading some gameplay. I thought that was cool. So I would like go into the Gate of the Void or something. Let's just do that. And I would just show you guys some clips of me fighting stuff, or just do some things that I thought were cool. By the way, just seeing that from the 5-star video, I now just wonder how long it will take till we can do this with 5 stars. At this point, I guess we are still a little bit off. But only a matter of time, I guess. So I would just go into there, record that, and then I uploaded it. And suddenly I thought like, okay, cool. I got some views. I got like maybe 10, maybe 50, then suddenly 100 views. People kept subbing, and at one point I just started with the recording stuff. So, and this is still the same mic. It's a decent mic. It's like, I think it's a €100 mic or something from Rode. I don't know how they're called. And I think it did quite well, but just now I was really enthusiastic about getting a new mic. I wanted to treat me a little bit, and I got a Shure SM7B, which is kind of a popular mic, but still a really good one. And I'm honestly eager to hear that, and will be like 1 or 2 videos. I want to record one more Amazon episode and this video, and I think the next one right after will be the first one I record with the new microphone. I'm pretty sure that this will be quite nice, so stay tuned for that. Will be quite soon. We also got an egg here. And the other thing is, I didn't really do any videos about Force War this season. And it's kind of had a reason. I mean, Force War, in a sense, is a little bit competitive. They didn't change too much about it. There is one change people talk about. But it's a little bit competitive, so I did most of my stuff at 1 AM, and like in the week it's pretty hard to do a video at 1 AM for me. So I just mainly did my stuff, did my attacks, and what I planned was, well, Force War, when Force Rival starts, Force War will still be going on, so we can still go ahead and like fight those bosses. So I want to fight those bosses, even those I've cleared at 900, and I want to show you guys some ways to beat those. For the ones I got a good clear for, so like I still didn't beat the bloody warrior boss at 900, which is so annoying. This is so annoying. This bloody warrior boss has this LFA, and he CCs the back row, and once he CCs your back row, those heroes can't crit, and it bothers me so much. Every time he CCs my heroes and I can't crit, and then you do like virtually no damage. And this is really annoying. It's like really, really annoying. And in the front row, the boss can stun you. It's like here, 40% chance to stun, which doesn't seem like much, but every time you don't need it, it happens. And yeah, it's really annoying. And still didn't get the 900, despite having the damage now. I got 900 on this one. Reasonably quick, actually. Didn't pose much of a threat. I mean, there's still the Sherlock, and he will get a CC off or something, and there is a chance that this kills one of your heroes, which in turn gives the EOS energy. And once she has energy, she destroys her team, but not much other than that. And you just have to go through some Holmes Young RNG. So it was alright, nothing special. This one is honestly horrible. It's honestly horrible. I don't know. This is one of the 2 bosses I think they are just a little bit too insane. This guy has like a modifier that I deactivated, this like this one down at the bottom. Whenever the league boss has lost 25% of HP, there's an 80% chance to stun a random ally for 2 rounds and steal 20% of their attack for 2 rounds. And I have no idea. I don't think this modifier works well. Like, I mean, like, as lost 25% of HP, this can only happen like 4 times. I'm not even sure the 4th time when he hits 0% should activate the effect, because he dies. But let's say this happens 4 times. He should just steal 80% of attack, but he steals like everything. He really steals like everything. You have one hero that just does 1 damage and is a little bit insane. And I think the first time this happens is when he gets any damage. When he gets any damage, I think he starts stealing attack. And I had SQH in this team, and the boss hit the SQH and immediately got some damage, and one of my heroes lost a lot of attack, and you could really notice that. And I still think this modifier is bugged. I took it out, and without this modifier it's 840, which is reasonable. You can do this. The SFX, of course, annoying with the dodge, and you have like the Drake giving you defense down, which you can counter a little bit with the Ignis, but we will go over that in a separate video, of course, as I said. And then there's this guy, and this guy was unlocked today, and I think a lot of people really struggled here. Because he just killed you. He just kills you. It's so insane. Like, this boss, it doesn't seem too insane. You have like the penny, you can use Wraec Investor on the front row so the penny doesn't get her reflection stuff and everything, which just makes it alright. The Cthulhu with the dot and was a problem before, and of course Scarlet Queen counterattacks and everything, but with Vulcan, Mockman, nuking, those aren't really any problem. Well, they didn't used to be, but somehow they buffed the Ranger boss, or the Ranger boss is bugged right now, and he just slaughters you. He absolutely murders you. I had a Wraec Investor, like very big Wraec Investor, 1 billion HP, the R armor block imprint with a crown in a front row. She can't be crit, so this is like literally the most defensive hero that you can have. And usually she doesn't die. Even against those bosses with full attack and everything, she just survives. Not against this guy. Like, dead after 2 hits. So insane. So insane. I don't think a lot of people got very high clear. I got 702, which I think is way over average. And we will look on the clear for that also later. But yeah, this is kind of insane. This one, yeah, easy. Easy, absolutely easy. This was one shot, and used to be one of the easier bosses. If you could do enough damage to kill the MFF so that the Wraec Investor didn't get enough all damage reduction, this is quite the easy boss. And with all the damage we got now, it's even easier. So with all that being said, how did I do? 393, 82,000 points. Well, I think we should do something about that, right? Okay. We are now place 1, 196,000 points. And place 2 here. Jesus is still better than me. Bloody hell, he's a hacker. No, he isn't. He just did very well. And I think that was quite funny, actually. During the time of Force War, he was like, "Oh yeah, I can give you a tip about this stage and this stage. It was very easy. My Vulcan deleted it." And we were like, "Okay, Jesus, but like your Vulcan has I don't know, 50 million attack." No, it doesn't have 50 million attack, but like your team's OP is like SS heroes all over the place. And later on he was like, "Okay, yeah, what do you clear? Hey, maybe go forward, and no longer this yeah, just take a Vulcan and we'll delete everything stuff, because yeah, all of his heroes have huge attack and everything's not really difficult for him anymore." So this was quite funny to me, at least. Yeah, I think overall it worked quite well. We got place 2, Jesus on place 1, me on place 2, and we got X, Ascen's Orbital here on place 3. So that's rather nice. That's Barry's faction, by the way, which is quite fun. DT here. I think a lot of people are still saving up points like I did. Well, maybe not in with all the points saved up. I didn't donate in the entire time, but maybe a lot of points. So this is something I'm pretty eager to see if I get official now. I heard some reports from other players that sometimes in the factions it didn't go to the first place, so second place, third place, something like this, which would be unfortunate. I would like to be the commander here, the official, which is an interesting thing though, again, because it is about to start. We all know it. People want this avatar still, and yeah. Last time, I thought you just needed to lose. Apparently, the Wanderers have to, like, defeat all other forces, which is difficult with, like, all those alliances that there are. I don't know if you are aware of this, but some people, some of the top players that often get official in, like, a force, they build like alliances. There are talks between those people. That's really interesting. I mean, the OP people, obviously, when we are in the clan and we are in multiple factions, we talk. Yeah, yes, sure. I still want to have that avatar. I mean, like, it's obviously one of the rarest avatars there is in the game. And the interesting thing about it is, once people have it, I mean, once the top players have it, what chance is there really that it will be available again? I mean, like, that's so unlikely. There are so often the same people that rank top and will be official or will be leader for their forces. And once they have the Wanderer's badge, which is this avatar, of course, they will no longer try to lose, which of course will make it impossible for other people to get this avatar. So I think it's really like a one-time thing, maybe a little bit more, but I guess it could be a one-time thing that this avatar will be available. So I would really like to go for it this time. Going for it this time means intentionally losing, of course. Which I hope I don't get hated for, because yeah, I can understand some people still want those 600 contract starry gems that you don't really get if the Another Force wins. I don't know what happens if the Wanderers win. I think you can still get it in the Wanderer Force. Because last time we got rewards as well. I think we got like the 200 contract story. But I think if the Wanderer Force wins, you still get place 1. So this is still an option. But I don't know if there are enough forces willing to lose or willing to like be defeated to actually make that possible. And comparing this to Amazon, if you check out the Amazon video I did about Force War, we do a whole lot less damage on Android to the towers, which is weird. Seems to be taking player count into account. When you attack it, that on Amazon I do like 10 times the damage I do here, which is super weird considering I do way more damage. But the damage to the tower is calculated from the damage you do to like certain classes there are, and the higher class like 20 points of damage to the tower or something. And 20 points of damage seems to be a different percentage on Amazon than it is on Android. So it's a little bit weird. I hope you get me. But yeah, in the end, it just ends up being more damage, which makes it a little bit more competitive actually on Amazon, because you could coordinate to take down a tower with like 2 or 3 people, which you can't do on Android. And I mean, in a sense, it would be interesting to do so. It would be interesting to just say, okay, we need like 5 people or something, and then we can really go for that tower and clear that tower out. On Amazon, on Android, you just set your mark and you hope people attack, but like after 4 or 5 days, they stop caring. And I can't really say that this is wrong of them to stop caring for Force War. I mean, DH noticed this. DH really did notice this, and they asked, okay, what can we do to make this better? But honestly, it's quite hard. It's quite hard. People don't really feel that they have an impact on Force War. Like, you do your attacks and then you check and it's like 0.1% of damage that you did. And yeah, I mean, what did you really do in the end? Overall days you did like maybe 1% of damage, or maybe 2 or something. And it doesn't feel rewarding at all. You don't get any immediate reward, and when your commander is like me and tries to lose, then yeah, I can understand why it isn't motivating. Of course, going for Wanderers and then being part of Big Force and really having time to attack, that would be cool. Sadly, last time we got into the Wanderer Force, we just had like 1 day or something like that. So it really wasn't enough time to kill enough forces off to get a really big Wanderer Force that gets overwhelming. Because Wanderer Force gets bigger. If you defeat another force, that joins the Wanderer Force, and suddenly you double your player count. And you do that again and again and again, and suddenly you can take down a tower or 3-5 towers in a day, because your player count is just insanely huge. And getting to this point is quite hard though. So this will be something maybe we will see this time. I would be quite hyped to do so. I think we can just get the Eminent Hero Selection chest this time, because yeah, I'm all out of crystals. So do I even get this? I mean, like, it's not like I need it, right? It's not that like I need anything else though. Okay, we got this. It's like a little bit of an event. get the Salmon treasure box, we get some stuff here. And you really don't get a lot. I mean, this event is quite nice overall. If you look at that, there are some nice things in here. You get some starry gems, you get some easily available Masters toolboxes, which I think should be available way more often in events for free-to-play people. Free-to-play people still have such a hard time getting Masters toolboxes. And I mean, 15 is just about 1 or 1.5 level at the end of your first residence, so yeah, that's a bit hard. I found this was quite interesting that they introduced like a chest with Vulcan and even Ilamag in here. So that's quite cool. And obviously, I didn't buy the event pack. At the moment, I used to spend so much on the ticket searches, on those train searches here, treasure train packages. I don't really see myself maxing any other events. I think it's still okay. I mean, like, I usually spend a lot on events too. Now I skip on events, spend on treasure train packages, and I will not continue buying treasure train packages in those vast amounts that I've been buying right now. Maxing this every week just becomes a little bit expensive, I have to say. Don't really want to spend that much. So I will buy them from the Starry Gem Mall. This is alright. This will reset in 149 hours. We will do one more big video where mainly, or maybe 2 videos. I mean, like, we have this in 29 hours, this in 149 hours, and I hardly have the patience, I guess, to go for it. But next week we have like this Mecha Raid event, and this includes a VIP event, so buying those treasure train packages will complete that as well. So it's kind of, in a sense, rewarding. But again, those Snow Moon treasure box event, always pretty good if you can get the event pack. I think event pack was like $50 this time. That's also always a decent buy if you plan to go for it, I mean. And here I still have to buy some dice. I didn't buy any dice yet, so still 30 here. Won't do this in this video. The video is long enough, 60 minutes, that's way enough. So, in any way, I wish you guys a great day, and we'll see us in the next one.